Okay, guys, I just kind of want to jump right into it and talk about voice acting, regular acting. If you're voice acting, you're acting. That's all it is. It's the same as acting. If you guys really want to voice act, you have to know what you're doing in acting. You need to take acting classes. You need to study it because it's very, very important. Here's the reason why. Somebody that doesn't act, what are they going to do when they get an audition for a character? They're going to get an audition for Ranger Park Billy Joe, and they're going to be like, well, here's how Ranger Joe talks. And then that's going to be it. It's just a silly voice. And then that's all they know how to do is give it that voice. What else are they going to give it, though? That's where acting comes in. There has to be more than just the silly voice. The silly voice is fine. The silly voice, here, let me get this through you guys' heads. You can create a full-blown character out of any voice you do. Even your Uncle John that doesn't know how to act at all, that is sitting at the dinner table and he goes, well, I went down there yesterday and found me a squirrel. And it may be stupid kind of coming out of Uncle John because he doesn't know anything about acting. So it's just him making a silly voice. But you can take that voice and give it a full-fledged, full-blown character if you try. How does that Uncle John character sound like when he's sad, when he wants something, when he's motivated by a goal or a passion, when he's shy, when he wants to be manipulative in the way he speaks, when he wants to tell a story? How does he sound when he's telling somebody else a story? How does he sound in a full-blown range of emotions and nuances? Maybe he has a click in his voice. Maybe he has a weird way of enunciating his vowel sounds. Maybe he has a weird up pitch when he talks. You know, there's these little things that you can add, these little ingredients to make it pop. So that's where a lot of people fall out on. When you guys speak the audition, or any character for that matter, you have to touch on your real emotions. And a lot of people have a bubble up. They're afraid to do that. They don't want to do that in the microphone for millions of people to hear. How embarrassing is that to be actually sad in the microphone? What does it feel like? To a lot of people, it's the exact same thing as being in front of a camera. They get deer in headlights. They're scared. They're nervous. They don't know what to do. Oh my God, now people are going to hear me. I got to dress my voice up now. So when I do commercials, I'm going to sound like this. And when, it's going to be announcery, and you for commercials, even for commercials, people do the same thing. They don't want to hear. They don't want people. It's subconscious most of the time. They don't want people to hear they don't want to hear the real emotions. They don't want to hear themselves on there. No, they want to put on a new announcery tone because it's 7:00. We have a new show coming up, and it'll be on 7, whatever Eastern, Central Mountain Time. And that's how they sound because they don't want people to hear the real them in the microphone. You hear what I'm doing there? So it's not me anymore. It's something else, which is fine because you can make that something else into a character. It might work for some other project, but for the project that somebody wants, they want to hear a certain thing and they want it to sound natural and they want it to have a full-blown range of emotions and character because, you could be doing a voiceover and it needs to sound empathetic, that needs to sound hopeful, that needs to sound passionate, about something. Technically, most voiceovers need that. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to get at, you guys. I don't want to make this too long. You know what I'm talking about. When you do voiceover, this is just a little tip. There's a lot more to this than just that, you guys. But that is a key ingredient. You need to bring yourself. Don't be afraid to open yourself, be the character, and concentrate on your feelings. What do you feel when you're reading a certain line of dialogue in response to another character? Then just take that what you would actually feel as if you're reading through a storybook and you are that character now. What you feel is what you need to be delivering as if you were the character it doesn't matter if it's a commercial, animation, narration, whatever the hell you're doing. That's what needs to go into the microphone. Whether it's screaming, crying, and words, they just all need to be real. Because if they're not, I'm going to hear that. The listener is going to hear that. And they're not going to want to sell that. So that's your tip. And I'm going to keep this in the John Talk section because I don't feel like it's a voiceover tip. I feel like it's just more of an acting tip in general because that's what acting is, you guys. So we'll see you later. Goodbye.